The thing about this life, people stop respecting you when you're very predictable. When they can predict how you're gonna react. When you're always the same. You're always available. They'll learn how to control you. But guess what? Today, we're gonna change that. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video with your boy Marv. We're back at it again. When I first started this YouTube channel, this was one of my main points, is to, make typical videos, talk about certain topics. But my main thing was to be able to teach people certain stuff. And I've always looked at it as in, what do people get when they come to my channel? What they get when they leave, what are they leaving with? Are they living with good memories, with good videos, with knowledge? And I want to base my channel off something that people could learn something from, and always just, come back and just learn more and relate and just be here. This is a big community, man. For those who know, if you've been here for a while, I'm bringing back the series. I'll change the name. It's going to be called The Growth Shelf, because I see your life as a big shelf, And the thing about a shelf, there's spaces, different things you can add to it. And I see it as we can always add new knowledge, new things. Every other day we learn some new things and we add to a shelf, which help us build the person we are. And hopefully we get to the top. For the OGs watching this, welcome back. The series is back, man. And for the new people, if this is your first time seeing this, welcome to the family. And I hope you enjoy this. I hope you learn something from this. You can relate and you come back for more. We're back grinding. We're back on the grind. You can see your boy been very consistent lately. My end goal is by the end of the year to get to 5K. Is it too much to ask? I don't know. There's not such thing as too much to ask when you have God in your corner. And all I can ask for is you guys to hit the subscribe button. So before we even get into this video, could you please hit that subscribe button? It's free. You're not going to die if you hit that shit. So, get me right and I can get you right. Come on, man. Welcome back to The Growth Shelf. Today we're going to be breaking down Law 17 from the 40 Laws of Power. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Law number 17 is mostly about not being predictable. This doesn't mean being toxic. It means learning how to control your emotions and your presence, so nobody can use your emotions against you. Because when people know what triggers you, how you're going to react to certain things, it's easy for them to manipulate you and also just do whatever the fuck they want to you. Robert Greene says, being predictable give others power. If someone knows exactly how you act, they can influence you, guilt you, control you, and shit, even dismiss you if they want to. But when there's a little bit of mystery, people pay attention. They respect you more. They think twice before they do anything to you. It's not about fear. It's about self-respect and strategic presence. Let's dive into the reading. Law number 17. Keep others in suspense terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Humans are creatures of habits with a need to see familiarity in other people's actions. Predictability gives them a sense of control. Turn the table. Be deliberately unpredictable. Behavior that seems to have no consistency or purpose will keep them off balance, and they will wear themselves out trying to explain your moves. Taken to an extreme, this strategy can intimidate and terrorize people. Again, this book may be dark, it may be toxic, but it teaches you a lot. So now that you heard the lore and the little reading that I just did, let's talk about how we can bring this to our regular life. The perfect example for this would be texting, okay? When you get to texting someone, if you're always texting first, reply instantly. Explain everything you're doing. Sometimes overshare whatever you got going on. That person learned to get used to what you're doing. You'll always be there. You're very predictable. Always. They're always going to text first. They're always going to tell me what they're doing. They're always going to overshare. I don't even need to know this, but they're always going to tell me, which make your presence or your text feel less valuable. Now imagine, different scenario. If you respond when you're ready, if you speak with intention, don't explain every move that you're making, and don't react emotionally when something happens. Suddenly, the person will think before they text you. They'll think before they speak to you, because what? They don't know if you're even going to respond. They don't know what's going to happen if they say certain things to you. So you keep them on their toes. And listen, this is not to be toxic, always. It's more like have some self-respect, self-awareness, and just being able to control what you do so that other people's action doesn't affect you as much, or people don't control you from what you do by being, genuine to them. So if you have someone that you're talking to, if you have, someone that you like, a girlfriend or something like that, I'm not saying just don't text them on purpose. Text them, Text first. Whatever you do that keep your relationship going or that keep your friendship go, do that shit. I'm talking about on some random shit. If the person is not really worth all that, and you over here just oversharing, always texting first, always doing this, always doing that, bro, you become too predictable and you've become less valuable to that person, because they know you're always going to do it. You're always going to be there. You're always going to reply fast. Whether they take 3 days to text you, you're always going to text back. So you have to tone it down. Just check yourself And yeah, everything would be all right. You're probably wondering, well, you read the book, you gave me an example. Now, how do I apply this to my regular life? Let me tell you, it's pretty simple. We keep it simple over here, bro. Stop explaining yourself. You don't need to justify your decision to nobody. Whatever you do, you don't owe no one an explanation unless it's needed, unless that person deserves to hear an explanation. Don't show every emotion immediately. Like, stop being tender about certain shit, bro. Learn to pause before you react to certain things, you know? If something happened to you, learn to just chill, analyze the situation, and just kind of like just pace it out and understand the shit before you even just crash out or just start crying or do certain dumb shit like that you probably regret later. Take your time out, reflect, then you can react. Protect your routine. Be as unpredictable as you can, bro. Don't let everyone know your next move. If you got something going on, unless it's your friends or your close friends, bro, nobody needs to know what you got going on, bro. Your next move, just for you. Just work. Do the work in silent and let the result show what you've been doing. Stop yapping, stop oversharing, just do the job and then let the result speak for itself. Last one would be to, switch out the rhythm occasionally. You probably like, what you mean by that? Add a little bit of, unpredictability in your movements, in the things you do, in your routine. And, if you always show up somewhere, sometimes just take some time out, don't go there. If you're always with a group, remove yourself a little bit, like go ghost, do some things. And while you're doing those things, work on yourself. Don't just do this shit to Aura Farm. Now you're gonna look stupid because if people don't see or hear from you and they see you look worse than last time or you're the same person, it's like, what the fuck? What'd you do all that for? So make sure when you take some time out from certain things, you take that time to work on yourself so that way when someone sees you again, they see the difference. They see the new person that's standing in front of them. Move in silent more often. Don't always tell people what you got going on. Just do the work and let the results show. People will adjust to your energy. The thing is, you don't earn respect by talking more, by trying harder, always being there for people. No, you don't. To be honest, you genuinely don't earn respect that way. Or if you're always trying to prove yourself, you're not going to earn respect by doing all those things. You earn respect by being your true self, right? Stay composed, stay calm, do your thing, speak when it's necessary, show up when it's time to show up. Don't overdo with your actions. That way people will respect you more and they know like everything you do has a weight to it because you don't do it that often. Sometimes not everything needs to move you, bro. Like it needs to be something very strong, something that's worth moving you. Like a lot of shit could happen. You'd be like, man, I'm not even moved by this. This is calm. Like it happens. Cool. Like you're not gonna cry about it. You're not gonna bitch about it. You're not gonna don't get out your body for certain shit because it's not really necessary. Being unpredictable is not a game. It's more self-control, and that is power. When you stop being predictable, people have to respect you differently. They can't treat you casually anymore because they know they don't control your reaction. They don't even know if they're going to get a reaction out of you again, or if they're even going to get a response, or if you're even going to show up again. You get me? So everything you do will be more valuable, and we have weight to it. Make sure you locked in with the Growth Shelf. And yeah, man, it's your boy Marv. Like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. And I'm going to catch you in the next video. We're going to be talking about law number 18 in the next video. Stay disciplined. And the most important thing, always keep God in your life.